Good afternoon, ladies and gentlebugs. It is I, your lord, the King Pug Gaming, and welcome back to episode 14, and like I said last time, the final episode of this Let's Play the Spirit Mod.
Really, traveling merchant? You have the guts to show up now? You better run, my friend.
Anyways, as you know from episode 13, which was relatively short, we defeated the Frost Moon and got to wave 20 with pure ease, thanks to our beloved Alpha Blade. But for this definitely last episode, I'm planning on doing
a giant fight against every single modded boss in this playthrough I have fought. Scarabaeus, the Moon Jelly Wizard, the Veinminer Bane, Ancient Alien, Starblade Voyager, Infernon, Dust King, Atlas, and Oblivion.
So that means I'm going to fight many bosses at once. And for this, I'm gonna try and not
to use the Alpha Blade. Why? Because it makes fights too easy.
And of course, as you can see, I do have the cheat sheet mod enabled because there's quite a few stuff that is in the mod that is unobtainable. Specifically, different kinds of weapons. And that's only because these weapons are known as artifact weapons. And those are the strongest weapons you can find in this mod. Like, for example, the Death Root. This is basically a really powerful trident, and if you were to be able to obtain it, then it would upgrade as you progress, kind of like the legendary weapons from the Calamity mod, and the Death Wind is similar to that. Except it's kind of a scythe train, except I believe more scythes are thrown as you progress. And of course, one of the weapons I really wanted from Infernon, but I never got, was the Eye of Inferno. It's basically a yo-yo, except foes will combust in flames, and every successful hit will increase the power of the debuff. Also shoots out a spiky ball that inflicts broken armor, which sounds really good, but unfortunately I never got the item at all. But overall, Eye of Inferno looks like a really good weapon as soon as you get into hard mode, so you gotta hunt for Infernon for quite some time.
I know it didn't work out for me, so I wish you the best of luck.
See, this isn't really a scythe train because Deathblade can only shoot out 2 scythes at once. But I'm pretty sure the last version of it is more than that. And Death Rod, this version is still incredibly powerful. But we don't know that because we haven't tested it on a boss yet. This is also another weapon that I never got.
Hello, voice crack.
And it's Mnemonics? I don't know how to say it. I'll just say Mnemonics Misfire. And you thought this gun shot bullets? Ha! Left click to shoot out an exploding fist. Right click to throw the gun itself. And that is obviously what makes it good, because you don't expect guns to shoot out a fist, and the gun to be used as a projectile. And of course, I don't think the bullets or fists are homing projectiles. No, they are not. Mnemonics Misfire is definitely a good weapon, and I should have crafted it earlier. Yeah, I actually regret not crafting it as soon as possible whenever I had the chance. I mean, I did have everything, I believe, but I just didn't get the chance to get it. And also, here's another artifact weapon, the Shard of Thanos. Occasionally shoots out an aftermath shard. Right-click to summon 3 storms of rotating crystals around the player. Melee or aftermage attacks may crystallize enemies, stopping them in place. Hit enemies may release multiple ancient crystals. Yeah. Now, of course, this weapon is also really powerful, and that's why it made unobtainable, because you already saw the shards. As soon as we hit one green slime, it appeared. And of course, this Spirit Sickle is another weapon that I would have really wanted, but I couldn't get, because they're dropped by an enemy in the underground spirit biome, which I believe couldn't spawn until you killed Plantera. But I never got the chance to get it, so it's basically useless to me now. The Shell Hammer, however, that's a really good weapon, because it's basically releasing Koopa-like shells that just spin around into one place and, you know, it may infinitely pierce the enemies and quickly kill them. Yeah, it sounds like a really good weapon when you think about it that way. And of course, at the final variation of Death Root, you get insanely fast speed, and you also have the chance to shoot out homing projectiles while you throw the spear. And that's why it's really good. And of course, it has the rainbow variation because it's a really good weapon.
But it's unobtainable, Spirit Mod.
of course, we can't get it because we'd just be too overpowered. Now, the last shard of Thanos is also really good. And oh my god, that's incredible. I did not think that the shard of Thanos, as soon as it might hit an enemy, it will rain down crystal shards on top of them. Yeah, this is a really, really powerful weapon. You can't miss it if you actually get the cheat sheet mod with the Spirit Mod. And of course, the Earthshaker is a flail that I never got to craft. And of course, it shoots a flail that breaks off its chain and just stays in one place until it disappears. Looks like a really good weapon, but I never got to use it properly. In fact, I never got to craft it. The Shinigami is another sword that I never crafted because it's a true melee weapon, and that's basically almost useless in the Spirit Mod. But it gives you the ability to dash through enemies, and that's what makes it really good, because even if I'm wearing the solar flare armor, this will still make short work of them quickly. Oh yeah, that's really good. And the crazed contraption, what does it do? Nobody knows.
Well, now I know. It shoots a lot of projectiles.
Of any kind, and that's why it's a crazy weapon, and why it's probably gonna be removed in the next couple of updates, just like the Alpha Blade. So yeah, for any weapon that you like in this mod that might be removed in the next couple of updates, then you better make best use of them before they go away for good. But it depends on the developer's decision. I don't know if he's either gonna remove them or just nerf the weapon, the Alpha Blade itself, because it's perfectly fine the way it is. I mean, it is pretty powerful, I'm not gonna lie. Being able to quickly take down Oblivion is pretty crazy, but it's not crazy enough to consider it completely overpowered. Now, of course, we still have to test out the Death Root and the Shard of Thanos against the boss. And of course, the only boss I can think of is Spasmatism, Spartacus wins. Okay, Death Root is pretty good for an artifact weapon. We all honestly thought it would have a lot more damage, but Explosive Particle is nice. Yeah, we honestly thought it more, but overall, Death Root is a pretty good weapon, and no wonder it's an artifact weapon, because it will tear any boss that comes through the farm. Well, sad we tried, but I guess it's time to say goodbye from a weapon that is now unbeatable and may never be able to be again, even through cheat sheets. And there we go. Spasmatism is dead, and yeah, this weapon just causes pure ownage against bosses. And of course, we still also have to check out the Shard of Thanos against the boss, because we never know how well it is. But because it bounces around like the Crusher from the Calamity mod, when you fight Calamitous and kill Catastrophe, you can sometimes drop that kind of weapon. It bounces around a lot and it may rain down shards on enemies by bouncing a couple times. So let's test that against the Destroyer. Okay, this weapon doesn't instantly pierce and nor is the projectile. But if you get a good hit on the Destroyer, then it does really good damage. This weapon does pierce a lot, but not the projectile. It's not too well at piercing, but overall, the weapon is okay.
Okay, what am I talking about? This is the Shard of Thanos here! It's crazy! Really, really crazy!
And now I believe it's finally time for the biggest fight in this mod against every modded boss I have fought. god. Yes, finally. Oh my god, that was way too close. But I made it. Oh yay. I am not doing that again. But it doesn't matter now because I survived it. But now, before I end off this episode and the entire series, I want to give my own opinion on the Spirit Mod. This mod is fantastic. It's a great addition to Terraria's modding community. And the people and everything about the community is what makes this mod stand out to most of the other mods I've played so far. And even though this is only my first mod playthrough, I enjoyed this mod a lot because of how much challenge there is as soon as you get into hard mode. You got Burn on the Dust King Atlas, and if it were not 1.4.2.3 on the Spirit Mod, the Overseer would be the biggest challenge of the mod. And I would have been up for it. But yeah, this is a really fun mod, and I definitely recommend that you play it because it is fantastic. Because the Spirit Mod has over 1,000 items, over 100 NPCs, 8 new bosses, and so much more. Even though most of the weapons you can get are now unobtainable, Spirit Mod is still a glorious mod, and it will be forever in my heart even as I play other mods. And sometimes I may make references to it whenever I see weapons that are in a mod that has like a similar name to a weapon from the Spirit Mod. But overall, this mod is great, and I loved playing it. The Spirit Mod was awesome. Everything about it was amazing. The mobs, the bosses, the biomes, the Briar and the Spirit biome were amazing. I loved them. There is no way that I wouldn't like this mod. It's just not possible. If you really think I would hate this mod, then get out. There's no way I'd hate this mod. I love it. After playing it for a couple months, I realized that I was actually getting very, very good with the mod, and that it wouldn't be too hard to, beat any boss I fight at once, because I knew how powerful I was, so I just had to put it to the limit, and I did, fighting every boss in the Spirit Mod, or every modded boss in this playthrough all at once, and I ended up victorious. But as soon as you get the Alpha Blade, you realize that you are beyond powerful, and that you are just more than that, and that there is hardly anything left. You feel like you've actually beaten the game, like in other mods, and that there's nothing else left to do. So, my final opinion on the Spirit Mod is that it's fantastic. You have to check it out if you're looking for a new mod to play in Terraria. Even though I may not be able to review parts of the Spirit Mod 1.4.3 update, I bet some of you will, because even as this video is out, that update may be released a couple of months later when I start a new modded playthrough. But overall, I am going to miss this mod quite a lot, and everything about it. It's just amazing. I couldn't ask for anything from a Terraria mod, anything as good as this. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Spirit Mod's not a bad mod, it is phenomenal. It's the best word I can describe it as. It's very phenomenal with everything that you can obtain and everything you can get. And that's what I love about this mod. It's unpredictable sometimes. You never know when it will surprise you with either new weapons, new bosses, or especially new biomes. Might be a new one in the next update. But yeah, for most Terraria mods that I played in my life, the Spirit Mod definitely stands in the top 5. I believe at number 4. But I still love it, even if it's not one of the most favorite mods I've ever played. It's so much challenge and everything is awesome. You have to play this mod when you get the chance. Like, if you're looking for a new mod, Spirit Mod is definitely for you. If you're looking for amazing weapons after Moonlord, even though there's no boss post-Moonlord in this mod, then the Spirit Mod is for you. If you're basically looking for anything any other mod may not have, the Spirit Mod might be for you. But if you're looking for a mod with no extra difficulties, Spirit Mod's for you. If you're looking for some bosses with cool AIs and stuff that's not similar to vanilla bosses, then Spirit Mod's for you. There's a lot of stuff that Spirit Mod is for you, me, and other Terrarians. But overall, this mod has made a big impact on this channel, me, and basically all of Terraria's modding community. And there's no doubt that we all love it, because there's no way that, even though this mod is a couple of years old now, it has come a long way from a small content mod to one of the best mods in Terraria's history. So also, while I'm turning the entire world, mainly the surface of the world, into a giant spirit biome, I'm gonna end this episode and this series. So now, I hope y'all have enjoyed watching me lose my sanity. And as always, thanks for watching, y'all. Have a nice day. And stay pug-tastic, because another modded playthrough is coming up in the next 2 weeks.